especially when you think back and look back, especially when you think back and look back.
The Cubs play the Marlins, but that's not why you clicked on this video. At last night's game, a symbol was thrown behind the Chicago Cubs' in-game analyst Doug Glanville on NBC Sports. Say what you will, the fan consciously knew the camera was on Glanville and made an effort to broadcast this message. First, recall the Brett Kavanaugh hearings, when Zena Bash, a Republican operative, threw up the sign. Bash worked in the Trump White House. The New Zealand shooter massacred 51 people. In court, he threw the same symbol that was made behind Glanville in the Cubs broadcast. The Cubs released a statement. Such ignorant and repulsive behavior is not tolerated at Wrigley Field. We are reviewing the incident thoroughly because no one should be subjected to this type of offensive behavior. In my view, the association of this hand symbol via the folks pushing it in plain sight should speak for itself. An intense, hateful, image-based bulletin board known for alt-right trolling called 4chan started the movement. To any who haven't seen the original thread, our goal is to convince people on Twitter that the OK hand sign has been co-opted by neo-Nazis.
And P as in white power. Controversial alt-right figures like Richard Spencer have flashed the sign.
Some outlets promote it as hate speech. The fraternity culture latch onto a game of violence, testing one's own strength to take a punch. This web of complications is indicative to the message neo-Nazis push. As Amanda Marcotte notes on Twitter, part of the problem is that if, hypothetically, someone flashed white supremacist symbols at the camera, the point of the stunt would be to get liberals wound up so they can then claim that liberals are just imagining things. That was what the OK symbol was literally invented to do. Both serve as a white supremacist symbol and also one that is just ordinary enough looking that when liberals expressed outrage, the white supremacists could play the victim of liberal hysteria. Similarly, Pepe the Frog. Its purpose was always intended to be the ultimate expression of chillaxin. It soured, with none other than 4chan leading the way, making the meme uncontrollable. Donald Trump Jr. posted Pepe on Instagram. Pepe's face is used both by genuine white supremacists and by anti-PC conservatives and Trump supporters who think it's funny to freak out liberals and the media by using racist symbols. The alt-right created another symbol of white nationalism. 3 parentheses around a name came to signify the subject's Jewishness and signal a target for anti-Semitic digital abuse. Dumbfoundingly, ignorance is no longer an acceptable claim. Police officers have been suspended for making the hand gesture. A member of the Coast Guard, while his superior was interviewed on MSNBC in regards to Hurricane Florence, was reassigned, and the Coast Guard condemned the offender. The gesture is not one of okay, but it is indeed a game. Mental tricks that enhance one's cognitive emotion to feel the bigotry, the hatred, a signal to fellow Nazis that they are duly represented from sporting events to even the White House. The Cubs, a $3.1 billion franchise, came out strong against the gesture. The reaction was precise and proper. The fundamental element is the key education, if not already done, what it stands for, what it means, and how hateful its association bears.